What up, what up, what up, what up, people? We live, right? And of course, so Parker was like, he got his questions already, and he good to go. What up, people? But as always, we live, right? Parker is a dumbass. So we are here waiting on the dumbass of the hour, Mr. Parker, to figure out how to use Google damn Hangouts. I feel like this is gonna be hella hard to do. But we appreciate y'all. And then in our true fashion, we're gonna knock out these intros. Hopefully Parker will slide his dumbass in here in a few seconds so we can keep this moving, but I didn't want to keep y'all waiting too much longer. So that being the case, we're gonna drop the panel. So Jay, introduce yourself to the people.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay Got 'em Coach. Your one and only Nintendo God / Pony. We finna get it popping today. Mr. Parker is definitely a dumbass. He's on the plastic couch at his grandmother's house trying to get this shit to work. He's probably asking her questions. Granny, how you do this? How you do that? She don't know either. Goddamn. Parker, come on, man. Get your slow ass in here. Let's go.
No. Say what's up to people.
Hey, that was a great introduction. But hey, what's up, guys? Neth here. And I gotta say, Mass, you know, I was out today going to like Costco and Best Buy and shit. And I think you're gonna have to talk me off the ledge because I went over to that keyboard section in Best Buy and I tried out that Razer Chroma V2 and then the K70, and I don't know, I'm leaning towards that Razer. You're gonna have to talk me off the ledge again.
Look, if you want to buy the V2, it's cool. It's a good keyboard. I'm just a Corsair dude. That's just me. I lean heavy on the Corsair side of things. It just is what
you know what it is, though? I just hate how compact the K70 like rapid fire is. Like, I probably wouldn't mind the K90, but that K70 is way too compact.
It is. It is. You can step up. Like I have all of my desks are like custom built, so they're basically built around a certain, you know, size and aesthetic of keyboard. So that's just how my setup is.
Yeah.
But you can get away with it. You get away with the that K70s and K90s. You can get away with that easy.
Yeah. Also, I hate the textured keys on the fucking WSD shit.
Why?
I don't know. They're like awkward to type with. Like I can't. They have this slight hitch on like the right side of it. So when you move like your finger towards that way, because I don't, you know, use a traditional way of keeping my hands on ASDF. I don't do that shit. I just freestyle. That's how I am. Won't ever change.
Oh man. Like I said, I'm a Corsair guy. I've had 0 bad Corsair keyboards. I've had 2 bad Razer keyboards, a bad Razer mouse. I've had a couple bad Logitech keyboards.
I will say that. I do not like the Razer mice.
But get whatever comfortable to you, because you're gonna be using a lot. So I'll just say get whatever's comfortable to you. And oh yeah, my intro. I'm DaRealMastalin. You already here, so you already know what this is. This is your weekly Parker roast session, which he is trying to avoid. See, Parker, we're gonna let you in. So Parker, right after we got off, right, he started talking again because you know Parker's a dumbass. So last show, he figured out that if he don't say nothing, he can't say something stupid. the fact that is his methodology speaks volumes, but Parker figures if he don't say nothing, he don't say nothing stupid. So I was like, all right, Parker, you gonna host today's show. You gonna bring the topics. I'm going to let you slide in. I'm gonna let you do you. I'm gonna let you be the forefront of your show. It's a self-titled show. It's literally called Mr. Parker's a Dumbass. So I'm gonna let Mr. Parker be front and center. So you know what he do? He try to hide. Parker don't want to hand himself a whole bunch of L's today, so he tried to show up late. But we're not gonna let that happen. We're gonna start talking about topics. Parker will slide his ass in here in a minute. Talk about so oh, here he goes. Here he goes, stupid. And he's muted because he's stupid. It's even Parker has arrived, and he's muted.
He's about to
does
come in
not.
here with that hot mic.
Oh my God!
Guarantee you.
He doesn't know that he's muted. He probably butt dialed the Google Hangouts because he's Parker. Eventually, he gonna unmute himself. We'll let him introduce himself, and we'll see what topics Parker came up with. Because I have not designated him with any task, whether it is a directive or anything we're gonna talk about tonight. So it's all gonna be on Parker. It's all gonna be him showcasing the stupidity that is him. It's gonna be a fun ass episode. If Parker,
Parker has like that fucking phone with the broken microphone because it fell off the back of a truck. It's a good deal.
You saying Parker using that Cricket Wireless flip phone?
Cricket Wireless.
He got that Cricket Wireless flip phone. The prepay, except for he prepaid on that store from the great Zohan. It's always going out of business. Parker got a flip phone from 1984. Don't let him fool y'all, bro. Parker carrying around a dial-up phone. He got a whole phone with a rotary on it. He just put it in the backpack.
Parker, how many minutes you got left on your phone?
Parker still drives around with a car phone.
Parker got a car phone.
Make sure you call my car phone.
Right. Call me on my car phone. Call me. Huh? What you say? Yeah. Call me on the car phone. Parker, unmute yourself. You got to unmute yourself. You see what we have to do? It's like baby steps around here. Parker, it's okay if you can use that last AOL free disc you got.
Yo, man, Parker's so old he probably uses that like fucking belt strap with the phone on the front. Yeah, Parker runs around like that phone on the front of the belt loop.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Parker got one of them old Zach Morris phones from Saved by the Bell.
Oh shit!
Parker be walking around simultaneously beating people over the head with his phone, just knocking niggas out. You gotta stay away from Parker. Parker, unmute yourself. God damn it, this is not hard.
We've laughed at Parker a lot, but we've never straight up roasted him like this.
Oh, I told you. We're gonna start these.
We're gonna evolve the show.
Yeah, the show is gonna evolve to just one long ass Parker roast session, and it's gonna come from us. It's gonna come from the audience. You know, Parker jumped in my stream one time. I think I roasted this dude for like 15 minutes straight. It's easy. Parker makes this easy. It's his fault. Parker, he got plastic lining on his couch. He's staying in his grandma's basement. I
guarantee you he's yelling at us right now, but he doesn't know his mic.
He doesn't know his mic is muted.
I'm willing to bet that.
It's probably true. Oh, God, Parker. So goddamn stupid.
Show some goddamn respect.
Righteous said Parker looking in the yellow pages for my number.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God, and he left.
Top comment.
Oh my God, and he left.
Damn, he couldn't take it already?
God damn it, Parker.
Yellow pages.
God damn it, Parker.
I'm done.
Yo, that's hilarious.
We know, Parker. Come on back, Parker. It's okay, Parker. You can do this. We believe in you. You almost had it. Like, almost. Parker sitting there yelling into the back of the phone trying to figure out why we can't hear him through the speaker.
He trying to blame his grandma for this shit, man.
Probably.
Trying to blame
Grandma, the Wi-Fi's not working, Grandma.
Asking Granny, did she pay the bill and shit?
I gave you $13 on the bill, Grandma. Why didn't you pay it?
I pay for this one up, one down.
Are you using the phone, Grandma? I'm trying to do a podcast.
On the box.
Hang up the phone, Grandma. I'm trying to do a podcast. Damn it, Parker. You had one job. You had one job. Also, and here's the crazy part. So I asked Parker like 2 hours ago, maybe 3, if Parker was ready. He said yes. Yes, 2 hours ago, if Parker was ready. He said yes, and here we are, waiting for this stupid motherfucker. But this whole time, we just gonna roast his ass. Parker over here.
I think his bus was late picking him up from his school, taking him back to Granny's crib. I think
that's what it was.
Yeah, the bus was late, bro. Something.
Parker, 106 years old, still riding on the short bus. Parker trying to figure out how to get his helmet off because he came in from outside.
Oh, Mr. Parker, are you the motherfucker that always roasts Parker? Hold on, do you want a link?
He got the straws on the side of that helmet too, with the apple juice in it.
The apple juice? Goddamn. Facts, Lex. Facts. Parker sold his bus pass with 2 bags of Cheetos. Now grandma mad.
Nigga gotta walk home now.
Parker, it's okay, Parker. You can tell us you scared. Don't be scared. You ain't gotta lie to kick it. We already know you ain't shit. We know you dumb too. Like those 2 things are already 100% known amongst everybody who watches this podcast. Parker's sitting there right now, just staring at his phone, yelling at it, trying to get it to work. He trying
to say Siri to a minute phone. Hey Siri.
Parker called his grandma Siri. Siri, reset the internet.
Oh shit.
My name ain't Siri, boy, it's Beulah. Parker, damn it.
She gonna be like, we used up all the internet for the month. We got a data cap. Now you getting 550 kbps.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Parker trying to find that damn Net Zero disc that came with AOL magazine.
Oh, I remember that disc. That's hilarious.
He still uses AOL on his fucking browser. Like it's just called AOL.
Just AOL. Parker trying to send me messages through AIM Messenger. Lex found his bus pass. You better give it back to him so his grandma don't stop beating his ass. Let him get on the podcast. Parker grounded because he ain't take out the trash this morning.
Yo, Parker's PC looks like those PCs out of fucking Fallout. This shit is just straight up code.
Parker trying to chirp us.
Oh shit. Ah man. That noise is too classic, bro. I missed that shit.
Oh shit, Parker, he's doing this to himself. This wasn't gonna be a roast session. I was gonna try to let Parker be good about this, handle his business.
He got cold feet.
He got scared. He got scared. It's all right, Parker. Just if you scared, say you scared. If you scared, say you scared. You ain't gotta lie to us, bruh. We already know you stupid. We on the podcast named after you.
Huh? Why Righteous? He said he had to park with his daughter, so she don't end up like Parker. Oh man,
I respect it. All right, we can get started. Wait until Parker get back. I don't know what the hell his dumb ass is doing other than being Parker. But I got topics on deck because I figured Parker was gonna fail, and he's Parker, so he's 100% gonna fail.
Definitely doing that right now.
Before you begin, you must read that comment.
Let me see which one. Parker got caught between the plastic covers as a kid and went without air for 5 minutes. He's never been the same.
Now we can begin.
This is true.
Brain damage.
That man got heavy damage. Heavy brain damage. Heavy brain damage. Oh my god. All right. So, first topic, we're going to go with No Man's Sky. Why the hell is it popular again? Why? Can somebody explain that to me? I just want to know. Have any of y'all played it, the new expansion?
Nope.
I never played it the first time, but I just feel like that game was trash the first time. It's probably still trash. It might be a little bit better. I don't know, but it's still trash in my book. It's already fucked up the first time. 2 years later, like, come on, man. 2 years though, not months, years. Nah, it's too late. It's too late to make up.
Like, I hear you. That's not what everything is leading to right now, though. That's the problem.
That shit getting like a good review on not VG. I'm tripping. What's the name of that shit? Metacritic. There we go.
Yeah, but
man, that's wild.
Like, bro, I don't get it. I know they done fixed it, quote unquote, but like it releasing on Xbox does not make it a good game. Now, everything that came out recently should have been fucking came out. That's how it should have came out to begin with. They should have just held it back until they was done with this version of it.
Exactly.
Because this is what they promised. This is all the shit that everybody was hyped about. This is all the things that all the ponies was jumping up and down about because it wasn't going to be on Xbox.
Right.
Now it's on Xbox and it's released the way it was supposed to. Like, there are games where, you know, like Tomb Raider, for instance. When Tomb Raider came out, all the ponies was like, thanks Xbox for beta testing it for us. We're going to get the complete version. If this ain't a case of the complete version of a game, I don't know what the hell is. Like Tomb Raider, you got a little bit of DLC, sure. But this is basically a brand new damn game. Like, co-op, everything they promised, everything Sean Murray was talking about for 15 damn months and was on every PlayStation stage for like 2 years. That's what the hell came out on Xbox. Even on Steam, it got a little bump. I don't know. Again, I don't know why. This shit is trash. It was trying to hide in GTA for a while. I thought it was just trash.
I almost got that game too, like when it first came out, but I'm glad I didn't. I looked up, I saw that shit like a week later. I'm like, oh man. I think I bought Overwatch instead. I think that's what I wound up doing, actually. That was a wise choice.
I just remember even PlayStation offered refunds, and they fucking hate refunds, so that's how you knew that shit was bad.
Yep. Yeah, that shit definitely, man. The fanboys definitely did throw it in everybody's face. Well, Xbox in particular. They did the same thing with Nier Automata, though. They throw, it's a PlayStation exclusive. Well, actually, that wasn't even exclusive. That was on PC. But that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, that whole PC is not exclusive to nowadays. Only console exclusive is fucking funny with fanboys.
But you know what? Yeah. Oh, my God. Just like Street Fighter, they'll say, oh, that's exclusive. It's also on PC, right?
Yeah.
But if Xbox say, oh, Gears is exclusive or that's on PC. Exclusive, well, it's also on PC. That's just what they do, man. I can't stand it. I can't stand that shit.
I'll just buy it on PC, even though I don't have one and may have a fucking GTX. I don't know. What's the made-up one Parker made up? 1040? I don't know.
Right. Blame Parker.
You know, some Xbox fanboys are taking it pretty delusionally. Like, well, now that's releasing on the Xbox, the game is suddenly popular and the Xbox fixed it. It's like, no, it's just this was timed perfectly. They had a new release coming to the Xbox. And they wanted to come with a big update so they can get like more headlines, and that's worked out perfectly for them. And you gotta give them credit for that aspect.
Yep,
that was smart.
That's crazy though, because I feel like all the exclusives the once upon a time exclusives, however you want to put it, that is coming to Xbox, they seem to be getting like more content with the shit.
Well, yeah, because the game coming out later, so of course that's more content.
I think that's pretty good though. I think that's fair, especially if they had to wait like 2 years for that shit.
I would say like a lot of the PlayStation, like especially the 2017 lineup, has just basically gone multi-plat now. Nier Automata, Hellblade, Crash Bandicoot, No Man's Sky was exclusive to PS4 and PC for a little while. Now it's on Xbox, which that wasn't a 2017 game, but still.
Yeah, everything that was on they exclusive list is now. It will, and this thing, we all knew that this shit was gonna all go multiplat, like, because every time they talked about it being a PlayStation exclusive, it was always like for now, or we're only talking about the PlayStation version, or some like ambiguous bullshit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you knew it was gonna be a exclusive for a time. Parker, you here? You dumb?
Y'all can hear me, man? Yes, man.
Yeah,
It's
we can
some
hear you.
Hey,
bullshit.
everybody give a clap for
Oh
Mr.
my
Parker.
God, stupid bastard!
This is my first topic. We're gonna cut the bullshit out.
Uh-oh.
You the one coming out of the fucking sunken place?
It was some BS. I had to go through all the loops and stuff. I like shit simple, but enough of that. If I can, I would like to read y'all a statement
Okay.
by CNN.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
it's some real shit though. All right. Neil Wilson was standing on a Bay Area rapid transit station platform in Oakland, California, Sunday night when she was stabbed to death in an apparently unprovoked attack. So let's talk about that. You know, we do game and all that, but we put that to the side for just for a little bit. Let's talk about this young woman, teenage 18, was killed for no reason. And I think we should step up and speak on it. Because that's serious. That could be like anybody. I don't have kids, but if anybody has kids, though, just imagine something like that. You're hearing about that. Some guy just stabbed a person to death, whatever. So.
All right, so you want to get real for a second, is what you're saying? Before you explain yourself.
You know.
Okay. I'm good with that. I'm fine with that, Parker. I'll let you be the host. That's the name of this episode. So yes. That was some bullshit. That's the easiest way to put this. There's people out here that are just fucking sick. They are absolutely horrible people. They have no values. They have no balls. Like they're less than. And this is an example of somebody who got emboldened by the state that our country is in right now and decided they could do this shit. It's the same as the gentleman that got killed at his family reunion. They just walked in the bathroom and shot him. Like the same thing. We're in, the country is in a state of perpetual bullshit. And right now, these are the consequences. It's a point in time in our history where we starting to go as far back as we can because tolerance and equality is not a thing. Like the lady, just like the lady who tried to strangle a toddler, and this broad got fucking probation. Are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
Are you fucking kidding me? Like this world is full of shit. That's the best way I can put it.
Anybody else want to chime in, or they just go what DRM said?
I mean, I agree with everything he just said. I do feel like, man, I hate to really say it, kind of, but the color, man, is just, they tend to get away with a lot more than like an African American. That just is what it is, though. You know, the system, I feel like it's always against us. Like he said, the lady got what, probation?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to strangle a toddler? Like what?
Trying to hang her, a toddler.
Bro, if somebody that was African American would have spanked their kid, oh man.
Yo, Michael Vick got damn near 2 years for fucking dog fighting.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. It's just that how they really feel about us blacks or minorities, for that matter, is just coming out and more in the open now. They were just concealing it whatever, So now it's like you're seeing a whole lot of stuff's coming out. Oh, this person, okay, you find this person is a racist. You never want to know that though, but it's coming out more. I think with Trump being president, he's bringing that boldness out in these, what I'm saying, the whites or whatever, right? And you're seeing that. It's all that stuff like that, You're seeing that. So, so remember, America was built on racism. You really look at it towards the blacks, harsh conditions, and we look at gator bait. Used to use black babies as bait for gators in Florida. All that stuff. So it's just that really, I say in these times, we really need to stick together though. Whatever, like that, because you should know a certain majority is really against you. I'm not gonna say all because that'd be unfair, but a certain majority of them is really against you. Don't really care about the whites because I remember it was Atlanta, right? I think it was an officer or whatever, and I think the white lady was scared. Whatever, the white scared and stuff. He told, "Oh, we only kill black people." He obviously immediately got fired, whatever. So that just shows you how they feel in certain parts and stuff like that. So, I mean,
yeah, facts. Right? Just like it. This is the thing. Racism has always been around. And no matter how much people want to downplay it, racism is always going to be around. It's the reality of the situation, and it's not because of where how far we've come or any of that bullshit. We, as a whole, as a country, this country is built on one person being superior to another. Like,
yes.
It is what it is. Like, no matter how much you want to say we're not there anymore, or I'm not my ancestors, that's cool. That's probably true. I'm not saying all white people are racist because that is absolutely a falsehood. That's 100% false. That's not. I know a whole bunch of cool ass white people. There are millions of them. But right now we're in a climate where they feel emboldened, and now we get, just like Roger said, we got camera phones. It's just now shit is getting documented. Shit is on the internet. Everybody has access to it quickly. This shit's been happening for years. The only difference was you had to go seek the information about it. Now it's being put front and center. Now we don't have to go searching for it. All you gotta do is, half type of whatever the message is in Google, and you'll see 15 videos, whole bunch of articles, everybody blogging. You'll see it all over Twitter. Like, the difference is now the access to the information is different, and since we're in the information age where that message can be put out so quickly, the people who are emboldened to do this disgusting shit, they also are gonna get their message out, their message of hate, and these people are beneath me and all that. All that's gonna come out just as equally as us, who's like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, we're saying what is wrong with you, but all the people who feel just like he does, they're like, yes, you got it, brother, you did it. You did this for us. Like, his message is getting out there just as quickly, and people don't realize that there's that dichotomy.
Let's say stuff like this continue to persist, do you think it could be a semi or possible uprising or race war, so to speak, if this keeps happening, or you keep seeing dead black bodies for no apparent reason about certain whites, whatever?
No. I feel like the reason I say no is because black people as a whole, right? And this is just the reality. Black people as a whole are very individualistic. Like, if you go back to the time of segregation, black communities, like, we had entire cities of just black things. Like, it was black owned stores, black owned colleges, black owned everything, like entire cities. So, and we were all about us as a community pulling ourselves with that structure, right? And as we started to integrate, everybody just was out for themselves. Like you'll have you have a lot of these activists that's on here, the melanin superheroes that's out here, want you to jump up in joy and punch every white person in the face. That's not gonna get anything accomplished. Like, but because all that's gonna happen, you jump up and punch a white person in the face, you going to jail. If a white person jumps up and punches you in the face, you going to jail. Like, and as we start to turn towards if we start to turn towards a more abrupt ending, we don't have the structure in place to fight the people who do. Like these white people and these racist groups, like these KKK members who all walk around with AR-15s standing in front of the police, like they don't give a damn because the police don't care. But if you, as a black man or a group of black men, get together and y'all got AR-15s, y'all getting shot. So that makes black people less likely to band together, and all the leaders we have in the black community are all way too forgiving. They're just like very they're Phil Spencer, like they all like, yeah, we forgive you. And the ones that are so far on the other side of the spectrum, nobody really listens to them because they say go fight, but they say it from the back of the line. Like,
okay,
the ones that say, we need to violently take up this, we need to violently do this, we need to raise up as a group. They all saying it from the back, like, yeah, we need to do it. We need to do it. Y'all do it first. It's just like even the ones like, who have risen up as black community leaders, they're either so ingrained in we need to make money off of this, or they're grabbing for people to do things for them that they're not like pushing the actual things that need to happen forward. Like all the other groups all have, interconnectivity. They all look out for themselves. Like Righteous just said, other people will look out for their own, the Jews, the Asians, but blacks not so much. That's true. We are taught we are for ourselves. All the black people, we're too divided as a black people to rise up and fight as a black people.
Okay. All right. Interesting. So, all right. So I'm a lighten the mood. All right. But that was definitely good talk right there.
All right.
But okay. Second topic. Switching from console to PC. Basically, fanboy stuff aside, like what can one expect? Like what is it like though, actually switching from the console to PC? Because it's like predominantly being a console person, now you're going over to PC and you're playing, and like what is that atmosphere like?
Okay. So I know you don't have no experience with this because you live in your mama's basement. You live in your grandmama's basement. But
no.
The first time, like you have a girl over and y'all Netflix and chill, right? And you put your hand on her leg, and then she look at you and she just start unbuttoning stuff. That's what that feels like. That's what that feeling is like, going from console to PC. I know you don't have no experience with this. We know this. But you was the 105-year-old virgin. We understand this.
105.
Yeah. Last time you
had
had a girl over, she got stuck in the couch for 20 minutes. You had to call the police. So we know this. But that's what that feeling is like, switching from console to PC.
Okay, let's see. Let's ask Jay and Neff what they got to say about it.
Okay. I'll go first because I don't have much to add. But basically, I still need to download PC games. I still need to buy PC games. But from the experience of just being on a console to just being on a PC, PCs, like Mass was probably trying to get at also, was there's just a lot more options over here. Like, I can do so much more with this PC than I could possibly do with this console. And honestly, if I wanted to just go straight up PC gaming, I don't think there's any need for a console at all at this point. Like just from having this for like a week, I can do everything I could do on a console and more. And I'll pass off to Jay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
You
going
go.
from
Okay.
console to PC. Okay, first off, I'm into frame rate. No, that is very huge for me. A game can be ruined if a game's frame rate is shitty or it dips low, like 15, 10 frames. Like what's that, Doom on the Switch, for example? Okay. The options. It's just way more. It's vast. It's like being able to explore outer space or something, kind of. It might sound weird, but it's just so much more to do. So many more games, so many more platforms. Then you got your options. You play the way you want to play. Nobody is holding your hand, basically. And I think that's a very beautiful thing coming from console. Now, everything is not good. I will say that. Everything is not good. I've told everybody, I still prefer to play on my console than I do my PC. But if it's a game like we was talking earlier, Cyberpunk 2077, yeah, that game is probably going to be 30 frames per second on console. So I'm going to get it on PC because I want at least 60 frames. The frame rate to me is the game, like the gameplay. I don't care about the visuals and all of the extra shit. I want stability and smoothness when I play games.
Okay. And one would bet or wonder why did you buy a Switch then? That was the case.
Well, I'm a Nintendo fan. I prefer. Yeah, power doesn't matter with the Switch. I will say that, but it's still trash. Don't get it twisted. As far as the power goes, it's trash. But I will say this though: all of our exclusive games, except Zelda, that Fire Emblem shit that's coming out, and Xenoblade, everything else is pretty much 60. Super Smash Bros, Mario Kart. I'm pretty sure not Zelda. What's that? Samus Metroid. I'm pretty sure that might be 60 frames. Especially the online, because it's rumored to have online. You know, most of our games are 60 frames. That's one thing nobody can say about Nintendo. They make the most 60 frame per second games. They do.
Okay, now
it's just the third party.
Yeah. Okay, check this out now. We got to keep it in perspective. Of course, Nintendo, they first party games probably would do 60 because they're not graphically, they're not putting a whole lot into that. So you know, that you got to keep that right there. Put that out there. All right, that's but true. Okay, that's good. True. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Next topic.
No, yeah, I had a right.
Say it again.
Answer your own questions, Parker.
Say it again.
Answer your own questions, Parker.
But I can't. I would say this though. Let's say a console going to PC. I guess it would be like joining like a new exclusive club where you can laugh at your old friends who couldn't afford to get over there. I guess you say catch up, motherfucker. I guess.
Whoa, hold on. Does he get a gold star for that?
I mean,
I'm gonna give him a star. I'm gonna give him a star. He earned one today. We give you a star.
Now the next topic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Potential of the Xbox streaming box, whatever.
Answer the question first.
Okay, we'll answer. So me, it's like it's a lot of what ifs, really. Yeah. Like make sure the software is going to be intact. You know, where the data centers sending information, and hopefully it could like keep the latency in check, so you're getting somewhat close to plug and play, whatever. But the concept is good. You know, where let's say, okay, I buy this game, I necessarily have to download it, but I can just stream it. And if I got a decent enough connection, okay, I'm just playing. Boom, okay, and good enough, whatever. Which could work, hopefully. with the advancement in technology and being. I have confidence Microsoft could make it perform better, being that they are a software company and whatever. So I think it'll be cool. Only if it's done right, though. So
what's done right?
I mean, with the latency, that's the one. You know more about this cloud stuff than me, DRM. So what do you think that Microsoft could do to make this actually work and be productive?
It just needs to be half, or it needs to be 2/3 streaming, 1/3 hardware. That's it.
Okay.
But so if, let's say Xbox does this, right? Xbox does a streaming service, and PlayStation does traditional. Xbox also does their traditional. Who's gonna win next gen? If they price this at $100, and you can play Call of Duty for $100.
Man.
You can play every Call of Duty for the next 5 years for $100. Who's gonna win next gen?
Man, but I don't know, cause
what? Oh man!
What?
Oh, fuck that.
Hold on. Let's do this.
Let the man go.
Let me finish. Hold on. I'm really have to judge the streaming services by the other games they'll be offering with it. So I'm just not gonna jump and say, "Oh yeah, Call of Duty," though, because maybe Call of Duty is not the biggest game. I may not be a big fan of Call of Duty, so we got to take that.
Okay, so what's your most anticipated game?
Let's say like what would be my most anticipated game to play?
Multiplayer, because you obviously won't be able to play PlayStation games on the Xbox console.
I would say like the Wolfensteins, the Battlefields, the Dooms probably.
So you can play Wolfenstein, Battlefield, Doom. You can play Cyberpunk 2077 all on this Xbox streaming box for $100. Who wins next gen?
I mean, off the streaming service? Maybe if Microsoft has a better streaming service along with the other software they could, but they'll have a good shot of like pulling it out. But it's gonna come. Whoever offers the better software in their streaming service or whatever will probably come out on top. Because at the end of the day, we want the games.
Well, it's on PS Now.
Yeah, I don't think you understand that. So basically what he's saying is Xbox is going to release a streaming console and a traditional console at the same, well, not the same time, or at least around the same time. But there's two options, basically, where PlayStation's just going to give you a traditional console. So who would win? Basically, meaning $400 versus.
I mean, I would know what software. I don't know, like the software. That's like what software would be out there, right? What would be like the pricing parameters and all of that?
The streaming would be $150, and the console would probably be $500 if you want the traditional route. And the PlayStation's probably gonna be a flat $400.
Yeah, so the PlayStation 5 will probably be $400. In all reality, I think it'll probably be $450, $500. Because I think PlayStation knows that they won with $400, but what's going to happen is Xbox is going to come out first, and they're going to come out with that $150 streaming joint, and then Xbox's next box is going to be $500. So PlayStation is going to be like, well, we can beat them because we can put out, Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us 2, and it'll all be cross-gen, and these have been the games that everybody's been talking about for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they're going to do. So I think they're going to price match or try to gouge Xbox by $50. So let's say they come out with a $150 streaming box, and they get a year head start. And then they come out with a $500 normal Xbox. Who wins?
Let me see. They come out first. That the head start. This box is basically whatever game you buy, you just stream. You don't necessarily have to download it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. And does it have like a year head start?
Mm-hmm.
Well, like Microsoft will have an advantage just with the entry point of that being like $150 though.
Mm-hmm.
because people like casuals look and say, "Oh, that's value. I can play all my games with Sue, Jude, Tom, whatever." So from that standpoint, it will look good on Microsoft's spectrum.
Yeah.
And so if it plays out sort of like that, though, because
So who wins?
So
I want to name either Microsoft or Sony.
Give a final decision.
Possibly Microsoft possibly could win that.
Who's more likely to win? Stop saying possibly.
Right. give me a definitive. You can choose one. It's okay, Parker.
Well, if they get a year head, wait a minute, hold on. If they get a year head start with that streaming box done right at 150, yeah, definitely I would say Microsoft would be in real good position to win, you know, being with a software adds up and all of that. So I would lean more towards Microsoft on that end, as far as with the $150 streaming boxes, still can stream your games or whatever like that.
So Microsoft is going to win next gen.
No, I'm not going to say they're going to win next gen.
Oh my God, that's the goddamn question, Parker.
Say PlayStation or Xbox wins. That's all we want.
And I'm not going to say it definitively because things can change.
It's a prediction. It's a prediction. You're not going to lose a bet like you're going to lose with everything else. Just make a prediction. Which one? PlayStation or Xbox? Literally say one or the other, Parker.
If I had to go one or the other, and who will win next gen? Because I'm not because I don't have no definite stuff. So I would lean with just with what I know about. Okay, who's coming out? I don't know exactly who's going to come out. I would go with PS though. Okay. But like I said, things can change though.
Oh my God!
Because I don't have enough info.
Parker, why is this so goddamn hard for you to say Xbox or PlayStation?
No, he wants to say Microsoft so bad, but he can't.
No, I can't jump one way because we don't actually know. I'm saying if it plays out like
this is all based off rumors,
right? Parker, this is a prediction.
Yes, I'm saying. So
this is a prediction.
Say possibly then, based off of that, though, possibly.
I literally just gave you the scenario. I literally gave you the scenario. And
well, if it happens like that, possibly Microsoft could, like, you know, with a year head start, yeah, they could, you know, whatever.
Parker, you keep saying the same three things. Yes. Literally, just say,
look,
Parker,
stop. You know what the problem is?
Parker, you either say Xbox or PlayStation. On the count of three, say Xbox or PlayStation. Whichever one comes to your mind first, okay? Because this is like pulling fucking teeth. 1, 2, 3.
Stop. Now, okay, are you asking me?
Oh my God!
Oh man, bro.
Listen, I will say this. Listen, Matt, this shit out. You will cut the bullshit out right now.
God damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
this is why this show is called Mr. Parker is a dumbass.
Oh, I'm gonna give you another. God.
Parker, you've been talking for 5 fucking minutes and haven't said nothing.
You can't say who wins or not.
Here's the thing, Parker. It's not even the fact that you picked PlayStation. That's fine, but the explanation you're giving is literally nothing. You're just looping what you've been saying this whole time. Give reasons why the PlayStation will win. That's what we want. Or reasons why the Xbox would win.
The more compelling software.
Okay, and what else? Okay.
Brand,
you have to justify why they would pick a $400 console over a $150 console.
But we don't know how it's actually be done right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say possibly.
But we're going off the rumors, which was based on $100 to $150, maybe even $80, but we're going to go $150 at the high end. So if it was like that, cloud-based, how would Sony beat it? Explain.
I mean, Sony could come out with their own little
They're not going to do that.
Stream. Well, they don't. Well,
because they
come out
they can't do that. They've already tried with the PlayStation Vita TV. They have PlayStation Now on their console right now and PC, and that shit didn't work for them. So maybe if they come with a 2.0, but
I'm gonna ask you this though, right here. I'm asking you this right here though. Now, who controls the mind share right now between PS4
controls the mind share of gaming? Clearly, PlayStation. I'm not going to deny that.
Okay, all right then. So PlayStation wins next generation because they I believe have the better software and they have much better talent developing games for them. Even with those,
that's all subjective,
okay,
and we can agree to that. I'll say I like PlayStation games more. I'm not going to argue there. But at the end of the day, you know the casual market cares mostly about the multi-platform. Exclusives are fantastic, but they care about multi-platform games. So again, how will PlayStation convince these people to buy a $400 console over a $150 competition?
I mean, certain price drops. That's what
Parker, we're talking about on launch. There's no price drop.
No, listen what I'm saying, though, right?
We're talking about at launch.
It's like a streaming box, basically, that's going to play the games and stuff like that, right?
Right.
You know, so about time, that's like 2020, right?
Yeah, 2020. 2019, okay. Let's say the streaming thing comes out 2020 PlayStation.
All right, so I think, to be honest with you, the streaming box, it'll get up to a nice little start, but I don't think it'll be enough to push Microsoft all the way where nobody's not, where then once Sony comes out, then, you know, it's over with. I mean, and then you have to wait until that next Xbox to come out. See what I'm saying? It'll just be like a placeholder, basically, like I say, the streaming box, really.
Yeah, but you also, the thing is, even if they want a traditional console, Xbox will also offer that with a $500 offering, which, let's be real, it'll probably be more powerful than the PS5 even. Like, Microsoft does not want to lose the power gap ever again.
I know,
that is literally a thing at Microsoft now.
Power gap, they definitely don't want to do that, but like the we all know, like software.
And for software, Microsoft just acquired 5 very talented studios.
Listen, what we know of these studios, right?
What do we know of Ninja Theory? A lot of great things.
Okay, we want to see what they do.
Compulsion Games, that is like the cream of the crop developers.
So they don't work on another Forza game, right? Another
Playground Games makes 90+ rated games, and they're working on a Fable. And 343 has been hiring people all over the place, especially from Naughty Dog.
Okay. Developers
I believe it's called Godly Dog or something, or Naughty Dog.
But
and they've been taking people from that studio.
Okay. Yeah, but like, even they people leave all the time from different companies, from Microsoft and whatever.
Okay.
Right? So we get that, okay, but it's the talent level developing games and putting the games out. Not just talking about, actually putting the games out.
So besides Naughty Dog, who is this great PlayStation developer? We got Naughty Dog and Sony Santa Monica. What else you got?
Naughty Dog. Well, actually, how many IPs? They got 2 though. They do. You know what I'm saying?
Santa Monica, Naughty Dog. What else?
Okay.
I'm laughing at Righteous. Righteous said, Parker. We asked Parker, who's going to win next gen? Parker. Well, the gravity of the moon doesn't work well with plants and chili.
Oh, shit.
That's exactly what the hell is happening, bro. It's like pulling goddamn teeth.
Like, I'm going through this long explanation.
Like I said, PlayStation wins next gen.
All right.
Okay. Thanks. That's it.
Yeah.
Stop talking.
Damn.
Okay.
Bro, it took him 10 minutes.
This shit is
okay,
ridiculous.
So, all right, Parker, so you want us all to answer the same question, too?
Just do yours quick. Just say which one.
Who's going to win?
Oh, me? If that's the case, I say Xbox.
Okay.
If that's the case, I think Xbox will do well, but I'm going with PlayStation, but my explanation is too long for now.
No, go ahead. Explain it. Parker already took his 25 minutes.
Yeah. It's going to be tough, but basically, Microsoft has a price advantage, and they're going to have the time advantage because it's going to come out earlier than the PlayStation. But I think we have to look at the megaton the Sony's going to drop with the PlayStation 5 when they say the PlayStation 5 is going to be fully backwards compatible with the PS4 stuff. So bring your library all over. And with all those 80 million people, or sorry, more like 100 million people at that point, if they have the option to go to the PS5, it's going to be very tempting to not leave behind all those games they've just invested into. I know the streaming box is much cheaper, but ultimately, I think people don't want to lose their stuff. So that's why they're leaning towards that. Like, that $150 is going to grab a lot of people. I'm not saying it's going to do bad, and Xbox is going to do great. They're going to be closer than ever to being with Sony, but I think that killer feature with the PS5 is really going to come in handy.
I think Xbox is going to win it in that case because $150, Everybody and their grandma snatching that bitch up. Easy. So just like Xbox 360, Jen, how they pretty much doubled the sales in America. Okay, with that being said, that box will probably triple the sales in North America, and they would probably end up coming out on top.
But here's the thing:
if the sales are triple,
Jay, you can agree Sony kind of controls the narrative to a sense because they're the market leader.
That's true.
That's how it is. They're gonna tout that whole DRM thing all over again because that's all the streaming box is. It's 100% DRM. They're gonna do all these anti-videos of like, what happens if your internet goes out? Well, your PlayStation 5 will be just fine. And people are already weary of streaming stuff anyways because streaming stuff has been around here for a while. I know Microsoft will probably get it right, but people are gonna have, you know, flashbacks of OnLive and shit like PlayStation Now and shit like that. And I know the whole company right now, Nvidia has a Shield, which works great, but Microsoft's gonna have to do a lot to get people on board because people are probably gonna be afraid of game streaming anyways. It just sounds impossible in their head. So I think Sony's gonna use that to their advantage to downplay the streaming box.
Yeah, that's true. Anything Sony says goes. So you're absolutely correct.
It is.
But I mean, I don't know though, man. That $150 compared to the Sony system might be $400, bro. That's gonna be critical.
It's a big feat to get across. That's why I think the streaming box is still going to do well. Like, they're gonna be closer than ever.
Yeah, I think so. I still think Xbox will come out on top. They just will have to triple or quad the sales in America because it ain't selling nowhere else.
And they're gonna have to bring in with those exclusives. Like people are
gonna have to bring the games. Yep.
Because like if you have like a great Halo or a great new IP and it's only $150 to get that box and the Game Pass is like a month for free, people are just gonna buy it just to play that great game because it's a cheap price.
Yep.
Like I think PlayStation is gonna win, even with the Xbox putting out the $100 box. Like that's just gonna sell, especially casual. Like I will 100%. Because I have gigabit internet, so I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. So I'm gonna 100% buy one of those and replace the random ass Google Chromes I got sitting around my house on various TVs in my house, and it'll be the replacement. It'll be able to play Xbox games, and it'll still stream and do all the same things that all these other boxes I have in here do. So it's going to do well, but I think PlayStation is going to win because PlayStation is a global brand. It's just a reality situation. Even if they did not bring over any of the PS4 games, which they will, but I also think PlayStation will pull some bullshit and still be trying to sell remasters of games from this generation because that shit worked for like that shit works. All these people who be out here talking about it's a remaster. It's okay if I pay $60 for a game I just played last gen.
Like they'll offer 60 mode for God of War 4K.
Like that shit sells. That shit sells. It's the same people who are okay with buying remasters are the same ones who talk about backward compatibility and shit. Like, you know, these people are just frauds as a whole. But Sony will come out. They will have some of the games backward compatible or forward compatible, and then there'll be some that they just sell as remasters, even though you can play them on your PS5. That's just the reality of the situation, and it's gonna happen with probably God of War. God of War will probably be one of those games that you can play, you know, remastered at Horizon, right? All the big ones that came out, they're gonna pull out that whole thing where they just gonna come out and be like, yo, here's a remastered God of War 4, you know, God of War. Here's a remastered Horizon Zero Dawn, now in 60 FPS on your PlayStation 5. And people gonna eat that shit up, bro. PlayStation gonna win because they're global. It's just that simple. No matter what Xbox does, like PlayStation royally has to fuck up. They literally have to come out and Shuhei Yoshida has to piss on every PlayStation 4 owner's mother and slap their grandmother in front of a church while Trump is giving a speech. Like, like there has to be like the perfect storm of bullshit happening from PlayStation for people to abandon them. It's just the reality of the situation. PlayStation's gonna win, no matter what Xbox says. No matter if they become the most consumer friendly people out there. If they make Xbox Live free, like it should be for everybody, PlayStation's still gonna win. Period. What's the next topic, Parker?
Okay, it's just, I will not be answering this question.
Yes, you will. It's your question.
Okay, the question I came up with: how not to be a dumbass like Mr. Parker. LOL.
You're definitely answering that question. You're 100% answering that question.
Parker's strategy is to not answer these questions. Wait for our answers, then answer.
Right. You notice I made him answer that last one first.
Yeah, he's getting that template first.
Parker, answer your question.
You've been doing it the whole show. The last show we even do.
Parker, you got it. Answer your question, Parker. How do you not be a dumbass like Mr. Parker?
Stars.
LOL.
Okay. Well, okay. Know what you're saying. Be clear and concise with it, and don't ramble on run on sentences. You know, just say what you want to say, get to the point, and be done with it. The end.
That's it.
Yeah, like all the things Parker does, just don't.
Yeah.
Especially that rambling
Selling
on.
his
God
bus
damn
pass.
it.
He had to walk the granny house.
Pulling teeth to get the answers out of you.
How do you not be a dumbass like Mr. Parker? LOL. All right, step one. Step one. This is step one. Don't be Mr. Parker. Step two. Step two. Don't live in your grandmother's basement at 73 years old. Step three. Step three. Find out your sexual orientation early and focus on that. Step four. It is okay to like a girl or a guy, and it is not okay to tell them that your grandmother lives with you. Step five. Keep your bus pass handy. Or, like everybody else on this planet, get your ass the Uber app. And this one is important. This one is very important. This is the most important one. Whenever you come out the house, don't talk. That's it. That's it. That's how you don't be Mr. Parker. If the other five are true, just come out the house and never say anything. Righteous said his grandma came up with that question.
All right. I say one, like you said, don't be him. Two, don't have a Nextel chirp phone. Three, do not give away your bus pass to get on the bus, or you will have to walk to Granny's crib, man.
It's all facts. It's all facts.
Okay. All right.
I forgot this one too. When playing bingo at the bingo hall with all the other old ass people, don't lose all your money and have to walk home. Grandma ain't letting you in after 11. She got work in the morning.
Okay, bro.
What's next, Parker?
Oh yeah, okay, all right. I'm glad you said that. Right. Let's see. All right. Top 5 hip hop artists all time.
Dylan, and Dylan. Because he spits hot fire.
Okay, that's it. Final answer?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
What's your top
Jay?
5? What's your top 5, Parker?
You talking about me person? Oh, you want Parker to go?
Yeah,
first?
let Parker go because he gonna try to. No, Parker gonna try to mooch off everybody else answer. So Parker, go first.
Okay, Pac, Biggie, Nas. I got Jay-Z and M.
So all the popular ones. All right, Parker, you're 173 years old, and you have literally all the popular. All right,
Look at the material though,
Go,
especially with Pop, Nas, Jay-Z, M. Come on now.
Go ahead, Jay.
All right,
Go
so
ahead.
y'all want my personal ones?
Yeah, your personal list.
Okay, my person. This is not in any order. Okay.
Okay.
So I will have to say, Lil Wayne,
Mm-hmm.
Tupac,
Mm-hmm.
Chief Keef.
Oh,
How do I
Lil
remove
B,
every
Bass
star
God.
Jay has ever touched?
Lil B, the bass god.
Oh my god.
oh. Now, damn, you got to
Jay, I'm about to kick your ass off this show. I'm about to rename the show right now as we speak.
Shit. No, don't do it.
As
Number 5, I will have to say Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti is fire. Bro, Yo Gotti not fire?
Top 5 all-time hip-hop artists. Maybe I
This man
understand
said
that
Chief
question.
I
Keef.
can take out Lil B and
This
put like
man said Chief Keef and Lil B.
no, Lil B. I can take Lil B out and put Young Jeezy. But he's not as good as he
I'm going to kick
was.
your ass off this goddamn show. I'm going to kick your ass off. I want everyone to know that Jay will no longer be host of Mr. Parker is a Dumbass. He will now be the special guest of Jay is banned from hip hop. That's the new podcast. Is Jay is banned from hip hop.
So what about the other ones?
I mean,
Yo Gotti,
I mean,
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne is definitely the best rapper of all time. There's no disputing that, bro. It is no.
I don't know what
The
happened.
lyrics,
Look,
bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Math, I didn't do a background check. I'm sorry.
I don't know how we got
bro.
here.
I'm telling you.
I don't know how the hell we got here.
He asked on Twitter. I thought it was being nice.
Damn it.
I mean, you could put Scarface on there, son.
Oh my god.
Y'all answer. What? I thought this was opinionated. I am
It is opinionated. And we gonna roast your opinion because that's what I do. Oh my god. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna come back around to you in a second. The things to do to not be dumb like Mr. Parker. Number 1, no matter how delicious paint chips look, don't eat them. Number 2, don't reuse condoms. Number 3, radioactive materials don't give you superpowers, they give you cancer. These are all true statements. Parker didn't know that until just now. These are facts, Parker. These are what we call facts. Now back to this hideous list you got. What the hell is wrong? Did your eardrums break when you was young? Like, what the hell? Oh my god.
Man, look, it's just, I mean, it's opinionated, man. Come on.
I'm gonna roast your opinion. I roast everything, but that was just horrible.
Is Parker trying to roast you? You know that you fucked up.
Look, fuck Parker. He's still the dumbass of the fucking hour. This shit, no, the shit I say be subjective. The shit he said stupid.
What you mean? Top 5 all-time hip-hop artists?
Bro, that's just my list. Bro, will you say shit?
Okay.
It took you 10 minutes to answer who will win the gin.
And it took you 2 seconds to put Chief Keef and Little B in top 5 all time.
I said take Lil B out and put Young Jeezy. I took him out.
Oh, it's
Nah, we're done with this. We're done with that.
No, we didn't hear Lethal.
All right. The question's like top 5 rappers.
Yeah, top 5 rappers all.
All right. I only got one rapper, and that rapper is. Okay. That rapper is the Tuning Ton guy. My shit.
Oh my god.
This is my shit right here.
This dude, that's stupid.
Just him.
I'll give him a pass, but Jay, man, I don't know, dog.
That's stupid, bro.
Tuning Ton. That's my only rapper.
That's stupid.
And I don't know who the fuck that is, bro.
Just go to YouTube and type in Tuning Ton. It'll change your life.
That's that Indian superstar right there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like, you know, Gundam style? That was the original Gundam style from India.
Oh my gosh, bro. That shit is it's so bad. Like, what the hell, bro? What?
All right.
Oh man.
Oh,
Hey,
my-
Lil Wayne is cold, bro.
Oh my god.
Hey,
I
2
wasn't mad
still
at-
beats Little Wayne. I don't know what you're talking about.
You are fired. Completely fired. Like, you are completely fired. What's the last
Bro, the
topic?
Carter too?
What's the
Oh,
last
never
topic,
mind,
Parker?
never
What's the
mind.
last topic, Parker? Because
Hey,
don't worry, this roast ain't gonna
Ain't the
stop.
last topic.
This roast ain't gonna
That's
stop.
it.
This roast.
Okay.
Oh, that was the last
No, it
topic.
ain't,
That was the
no,
last
it ain't the
topic.
last topic. Nope.
Okay, so
Nope.
what's the last topic?
That I ain't say it was the last topic. Hold up. J-Lo, Halle Berry,
Oh, this
and
one.
Trina, a female rapper from Miami. Who you got?
Oh my God, Halle Berry.
As far as what? Looking?
He talking about. Are we doing the fuck, marry, kill?
If you could,
Are we doing the fuck, marry, kill?
one night.
Are we doing the fuck, marry, kill? Is that what we're doing? J-Lo, Halle Berry, Trina. Is that the list?
Yeah.
Okay, marry Halle
Yeah.
Berry.
Which one would you take?
Marry Halle Berry, fuck Trina, kill J-Lo.
Damn. Yes.
I just want y'all
me?
to, I want to apologize because this is Mr. Parker is the host of the show, and this is what we get. Mr. Parker hosts the show. These are the questions we get. Okay, go ahead, Neth. Neth, answer the question. No, Parker, answer the question.
Hold on.
Parker.
Who are the people?
Parker, answer the question. Halle Berry,
I'm taking Trina.
Okay.
Halle Berry, J-Lo, and Trina. Fuck, marry, kill.
I'm taking Trina all day. I don't know what y'all.
Okay,
Bro,
fuck, marry, kill. There's literally
my
three.
God.
Halle Berry, who are you gonna fuck? Who are you gonna marry? Who are you gonna kill? Out of the three people you gave us.
That wasn't my question though.
Okay, I adjusted your question because you didn't have an actual question. You just named three people. So
Okay, I'm take Trina. Right, okay. Sarah,
so what is it? What was your list?
It was J-Lo, Halle Berry, and Trina.
Right. Okay. Fuck, marry, kill. Who are you gonna do what to?
I'm gonna keep Trina. Halle Berry gonna be my maid. Then we could toss J-Lo in the river.
Okay, so you're going to marry Trina, fuck Halle Berry, and kill J-Lo. How did you fuck up on literally those three things? Like, you said I'm
a question.
It's literally fuck, marry, kill, and you said I'm going. You didn't answer the question. Oh my God!
This kind of twist the question around. I asked, get your ass out of here.
You didn't ask a question.
Bro,
you just named three people.
No, yes, I did. I said J-Lo, Halle Berry, and Trina. Who you got? That is a question.
Who I got doing what?
Motherfucker.
Who I got rapping? Who I
He
got
didn't
acting?
say like going on a date or nothing.
Nothing. You said who you got. I got
He
neither of
acts
them.
like this a fucking NBA game.
I got none of them. That's a dumb question.
That wasn't a dumb question.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Okay.
Parker, you gotta
Okay,
hold the L on that one.
Neth, go ahead.
All right, let's
Kill J-Lo, marry Halle Berry, and I guess Trina's the last one.
Okay. Jay, who you got?
I got a wife and a trainer. I got fucking J-Lo and kill Halle Berry.
You disgust me, sir.
No, bro. No, because
two.
Halle Berry is older, so I want to keep the younger one.
You disgust me, sir. Halle Berry and J-Lo is pretty much the same damn age.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
So
That's true.
again,
They
you
close.
disgust me, sir. These last two questions, you have thoroughly disgusted me in all facets. I'm gonna allow you to ask one more question, Parker. One more. Go ahead.
Well, I ain't know one more.
Yes, Parker. We're not about to go on with this. With
Well,
your one more
listen,
question. We're not about to go on with your stupid ass questions forever.
Questions are
Just ask this last goddamn question.
This ain't the last
You was
question.
already 35 minutes late, you dumbass.
Oh, listen, okay. Worst date you ever been on? Describe it. If you don't.
What?
If you.
What?
Huh?
Okay, look, hold on. I'm gonna pause real quick. I'm gonna answer the question, but I'm gonna pause real quick. This is a disclaimer to everyone who is listening to the show. I let Parker host. I said, Parker, come up with questions, right? Parker decided to turn this into a Saturday night special. I just want y'all to know this. This is all Parker's doing. So this was me handing over the keys to Parker's show to Parker. I apologize on behalf of all the hosts of Mr. Parker is a dumbass. Now, I'm going to answer your question.
What date you ever been on?
Here, Parker. So you answer your question about the worst date you've ever been on. We know you've only been on 2, and one of them was going to the prom with grandma. We want you to answer your own question.
All right. It was on Valentine's Day. You know.
You took grandma out on Valentine's Day?
No, I'm answering I asked the question, I'm going to answer, all right? Sit your ass down. Have some more lean, motherfucker. Now, it was Valentine's Day, right? Olive Garden took this girl out from Brooklyn there. And just like the conversation, the ghetto-ness talking, you know, I'm like, oh my God. And people looking at me. And I could tell this person never been out nowhere nice before. So that was the worst date ever I've ever been on. Now, y'all go. Go ahead, DRM.
Parker, that was the most horrible, bland-ass explanation that's ever happened, Parker.
I'm keeping it moving.
That was the most horrible, bland-ass explanation that's ever happened.
I'm like, all right, y'all want me to run on, right?
Look, okay, the worst date I ever been on, I went on this date with this girl named Naomi. We went to the Puerto Rican Day Parade, right? She's Puerto Rican, and so we was there. It was her, it was a bunch of her family, her sister, and they got into a fight. And they all looked at me like I was supposed to fight with them. But I don't know if y'all know this, but Puerto Ricans in New York, they all carry blades. I'm not about to get cut for this chick that I've known for 2 days. So I stand there and I watch the entire fight. I watched the whole thing happen. I was sitting there eating my elote, chilling, watching them scrap, right? After they all scrap, she come up to me and start yelling at me in Spanish, talking about I was supposed to be fighting. I was supposed to be fighting. So I was like, you want some elote? This heifer gonna take my damn elote, throw it on the floor. That was the worst date I've ever had. You know why? Because I didn't get the fuck. And she threw my elote on the floor. You see how simple that was? I don't have bad dates because most of my dates before I got married was just, hey, how you doing? Cool. You trying to smash or not? I didn't take chicks out. It just wasn't. That wasn't my thing. I took them to my house. I fucked, and then they went home. Every time I try to go out with some chick, it always ends up with some stupid shit happening. So I just stopped doing it. Go ahead, Jay.
All right. I think my worst date was I picked this chick up from her college, right? We went, where the fuck did we go? We went to Champs. I don't know if y'all ever heard of that or not. Yeah, we went there. So, like, bro, we literally was just sitting there at the table quiet the whole time. Like, I would say something to her, she would respond, but she wouldn't interact back. And I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. I know how to speak when I'm on a date, so it ain't me. It was her. I just never really talked to her again after that. Like, honestly, that was probably the worst date I ever been on. I don't like going on a date and somebody does not know how to communicate. If you cannot hold a conversation, I am turned off by you, period. There's no coming back from that.
Go ahead, now.
Let's see. My life's pretty boring, so I don't have a good date story, but I'll just read off the comment section. So, Parker, your real worst date was when you took out a Chinese hooker who you thought would make you chow mein, but she stole your bus pass. That's my story. I'm just going to steal from the comment section.
Actually, I don't think that was my worst date. My worst date That reminded me. I went out with this Asian chick. She had a fatty. I went out with this Asian chick, and it was when I was stationed in Japan, right? She took me to this bar. I thought it was a normal bar, right? Who's echoing? I'm echoing out Parker. Parker.
Is that echoing?
Yes.
All right.
All right. No, I'm still echoing off Parker. He's still on 960. He's on 960. He's slow. Just mute yourself, Parker. You got it? No. All right.
You still echoing?
No. Put your headset back on. So, anyway. So, we was in Japan. She took me to this bar, right? And so, walking the bar, everything was normal. People doing karaoke and all the joint, right? Then they had the back room. So, I was like, all right, cool. I'm about to, beat this down in the back room. So, we go in the back room, and the window opened up, right? Like, the little curtain opened up on the window. And I literally look, and there is 2 chicks peeing on another chick.
Bro, is this some New York shit?
No, this was in Japan.
Oh, shit.
This is in Japan. There was 2 chicks peeing on another chick. And, like, she's looking at me, and I'm looking at this. And I'm like, yo, where the fuck am I? Also, this is the crazy part. The chick who was getting peed on, she had on like a furry uniform, she was dressed like a bunny or some shit. And this is the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life.
That's nasty, kinky.
It was the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that's not the best way to describe that. Weird.
Sick bastard.
Like,
You didn't choose to see this.
It was the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. And him saying the Chinese thing and that, because I was like, yo, what the fuck is happening right now? And she just sitting there, like she looking at me, and I'm looking at her, and then she just turned back, like this was normal. And I'm like, does this bro think she gonna pee on me? Like, this is all shit that was going through my head. Like, you think he gonna pee on me tonight? Like, this not going down. I don't fuck with it. Is this what you into? Like, are you used to peeing on me? Like, this was going through my head. I'm like, come on, bro. Are you out here just peeing on everybody? Like, are you peeing on yourself right now? Like, are you wearing a diaper?
Crazy.
Like, yo, that junk was crazy, bro. That was the worst date I've ever been on. That was the worst day I've been on. And
what was the temp? What was it like outside? Was it hot?
Bro, I don't know. It was like cold. It was nighttime. It was like it was during Golden Week, what they call it, Golden Week, and I had met this chick because I was stationed out there. I met this chick, and like, yo, it was crazy. Like we just literally, you walk in the bar and everything was normal. Everybody's in there dancing to the pop music and they doing all that stuff. And, there's like the karaoke corner, like there's like a booth, and you go back there and there's like rooms with karaoke on one side, and on the other side, you go through this like rope and then another door, and then there's like rooms, and there's just a stage in the middle, and chicks is peeing on people. And that's the thing. It's a real thing.
Fucking weird.
It's a real fucking thing.
I ain't never in my life.
It's weird, bro.
In 25 years, heard that. Like,
it's fucking weird, bro. It's fucking weird. That's my worst date story.
All right.
It's weird. Anyway, but this is.
I have 2 questions left.
No,
gaming
Parker.
related.
No, Parker. Why did you ask the game related?
I wrote this down. Man.
Oh my god.
Get to 'em. Okay, let me quick. Okay, predictions for Spider-Man sales.
7 million.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, 7 million
10.
by the end of the year. Didn't I? I got to bet with somebody on that too.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 10 million.
10 million. All right. What's the next question, Parker?
Oh, the last question. PUBG creator defends charging players for custom matches.
They full of shit.
I want to know what's your.
They full of shit.
Okay.
Yeah, that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen.
That's fucking wrong.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I never heard about that. Damn.
You already got to buy the game that's in quote unquote what's that shit called? Preview. Yeah. So let alone, hell no, that's too much.
Righteous said his worst date, his wife showed up and ruined that shit.
Oh, shit. Damn. Get the lawyer next week.
All right. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. This has been the most random fucking episode of Mr. Parker is a Dumbass ever. Like, again, I gave this man the keys to the show. And this is the result. We will not
do that again.
This is we will not do that again. We will not do that again. Parker was all over the goddamn place.
I want to say one more thing. Next week, I'll be debating Jay. It's going down.
All right, let's go.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
Okay.
Free smoke. You want to debate? What we debating?
You want DRM gonna ask the questions. We gonna get this.
I get some questions. I get some questions. I get some questions together. Next week is Jay versus Dumbass.
Wow, that's crazy. I ain't losing this shit. I ain't losing.
Next week is the dumbass among all dumbasses and hip hop horrible is gonna have a debate. They're gonna have a debate next Friday, 7 p.m. Central Time, same place. Mr. Parker will never again, ever again host his own show because this is the shit we get whenever Parker hosts his own show. They
wasn't all bad questions, Parker, though.
No, Parker, it was just all over the goddamn place, bro. Go ahead, Jay. Say your outro, bro.
It's your boy Jay Got Coach. Thank you everybody for rocking out with us. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can catch me on Twitter at NintenJ. The I is a 1. And I'm out. We'll see you next week. I will be debating Mr. Dumbass, and I will not take an L.
Man, you a walking L. Fuck you talking about?
Oh, we gonna see next week.
All right. Ness, go ahead.
Hey, just follow me on Twitter, and that's it.
And Parker, go ahead.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter, and I'm gonna execute this Nintendo fuck nigga. Easy money, easy work. I can retire right now. That's how easy it is.
God. This motherfucker's stupid. Anyway, and this is your boy DaRealMastalin. Follow me on Twitter at DaRealMastalin. Twitch, everything is at DaRealMastalin. Parker, you so fucking stupid. I'm sorry. I apologize. Again, I apologize for Parker's dumbassness. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. We out. Yo. Parker, you stupid as shit. Don't you know that? You just, like, what the hell was this show? This is why we